Hi, my name is Ellen Marie Forsberg. I'm the managing director of Østfold Research and the coordinator of the RRI-practice project, which is a European research and support action for responsible research and innovation in practice. So, responsible research and innovation, or what we call RRI, is a response to a situation where research and innovation increasingly have substantial effects on the world, on the environment, on our societies, and that we have to be responsible in the way that we perform this kind of research and innovation. That means not only to support research and innovation to contribute to solving societal challenges and other societal problems, but also to avoid that research and innovation has negative impacts. In the project, we are supporting and studying the RRI strategies and actions in different research conducting and research funding organizations. So we have looked at what organizations do with regard to research ethics, to public engagement, open access, science education, and also studied how researchers in organizations try to be anticipatory and reflective about their research, and how they involve people in discussions about their research and innovation. We have also studied and worked with the University of Padova, and it's been very nice to see the engagement at the University of Padova for spreading and disseminating about RRI for doctoral students, which I think is really important. So young scholars that will have a career in science and will have substantial responsibility in a few years are now being trained in reflecting on the ethical considerations and effects of their research. A good example of how a funder implements responsible research and innovation is the Norwegian Research Council and their Digital Life program, where all applicants to this program has to have explicit RRI strategies incorporated in the research. So they have to explicitly be anticipatory, reflexive, inclusive, and responsive in the way they conduct their research, even if they are biotech people or ICT people. They all have a role in taking responsibility. So responsibility can be related to different policy areas in research and innovation. So the European Commission often highlights ethics, gender, public engagement, open access, and science education, while other funders and other scholars emphasize more reflection and anticipation. Some countries also have RRI mandated into law. So, for instance, RRI is implemented in the Chinese 5-year plan for research and innovation. There are also laws for research ethics in certain countries. And there are many countries that have different structures for instance, promoting female candidates for chairs at the university. There are also many programs now supported by the European Commission for sharing both publications and data. So there are many different ways you can be responsible. Ethical responsibility, research ethics is generally well implemented, but in our project we find that it's important that all researchers also reflect on the ethical aspects of their research, and that it's not only about submitting a proposal to a research ethics committee, but really taking responsibility for thinking through the ethical aspects of your work and maybe adapting your research to the ethical concerns. The outcomes of RRI practice will be a lot of descriptions of good practices that can be inspirational for organizations and guidance in how to implement RRI in research funding and research conducting organizations. And we will also advise the European Commission on how they can strengthen their support of RRI, as well as national level policymakers and funders as well.